we can literally operate in autopilot. And it's very unfortunate because if you look at the text and the research and about, people transitioning or getting to the end of their life, and you ask them, what were their biggest regrets? A lot of them were not aware that life was happening to them, right? They were just kind of in autopilot, letting things happen to them, letting life make decisions for them. They kind of just stayed in the box, listened to the boundaries and the limitations that were placed upon them, and they had no awareness of who they wanted to be and where they wanted to go in this life. So they arrived at a destination that was not who they wanted to be or where they wanted to go. And so we need to start with the awareness that life is what we are experiencing right now. It's not something in the future. It's not something in the past. It is the awareness that we are living right now. And that's one of the hardest things to do, especially as an entrepreneur, because you have so many hats that you wear and you're trying to focus on your future. You're trying to plan. You're trying to make sure that you're taking care of your staff, the people around you, your community, right? And so you're always future minded as an entrepreneur. Many people in general worry about their future. That's the greatest fear. People worry more about their future, taking care of themselves as they age, than death. Can you imagine fearing getting older more than death? That is because we are not aware that we are all going to the same final destination. That's one of those topics that we don't want to talk about. No one wants to think about at any given moment, it could be our last. We don't want to live in that awareness. We rather push it away, not think about it, right? Not think about our mortality and how we're showing up in the now. We arrive at the person I want to be, not realizing that it's the moments now that create that person that you want to be. You don't just arrive there, you choose it now. Living produces dichotomy, right? Life is suffering. It can be beautiful, but life is suffering. Even the people who have abundance, who have everything, right? They are still going to experience bad times, challenges, ups, downs, highs, lows. It's the human experience. You can't escape it. Aging itself is one of the things that you will never be able to escape unless, of course, you transition young, right? But other than that, it's just something that is going to happen to you. Are you ready for it? Are you preparing now for it? We all think that we have the time. I'll think about that later. I'll think about retirement later. I'll get in shape later. I'll get my habits together later, right? And later never comes. And later becomes today, and then we don't understand where our time went. We think that it is an or, right? We either existing or living, surviving or thriving, doing and being. We don't reconcile that it can be both. Right? You're going to go through periods where you're down and it feels like you're just existing. But are you going to get to the end of your life and think, that was the majority of my life? Right? The common words when we think about life, again, is suffering, pain, struggle. And this is why we don't believe we deserve happiness. We don't think it's obtainable. We think it's unrealistic. No, that person not really happy. They pretending, they're faking. Deep down, we don't think that it's possible to feel happiness most of the time. Maybe content. We can feel content, right? But happiness, most of the time, that's not normal. It's fake, right? It's because we're focusing on the lens of who we want to be and not who we are right now. And when you're focusing on who you want to be, it's never enough. It's not until you accept who you are right now, where anything more added on is a bonus. It's a plus. We're running, we're racing. To what? To where? I tell you, to regrets. No one gets to the end and say, I wish I would have ran quicker, faster, worked harder. No one says that. I wish I would have relaxed more. Just be. played more, laughed more, loved more, cared more. I wish I was present more, right? People have a fear of living more than dying. So we don't talk about dying, and we're also afraid of living. What are we doing? We're in autopilot. We're surviving. We're existing. That's what we're doing. Because we don't want to talk about the end, and we don't want to be in the present moment to make sure that the end is the way we would like it to be. Right? So we're just going through the motions. Especially as an entrepreneur, they say this is what you need to have a successful business. And we spend all our time on that. Although we're not happy, we're not enjoying ourselves, we feel miserable on the inside, we're drained, right? We're running, chasing. For what? We talked about this last week. We're not supposed to hate every moment of training. We're supposed to enjoy our journey, right? Enjoy our journey. Why do we choose autopilot? Not because we don't believe we're not powerful. We know we're powerful. We're afraid of our power. So we play small. We survive. We operate in autopilot.